I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We certainly want to welcome you out tonight. We appreciate your attendance. It is Thursday, August 12th, 2021, Nimishillen Township Board of Trustees meeting. I'm George Tico, President of the Trustees. Jennifer Leone, Vice President. Don Keith, Trustee. Rich Peterson is here, our Fire Chief. Interim Road Superintendent Jamie May, and Zoning Inspector Jeff Shipman, and Fiscal Officer Todd Bosley. Call the meeting to order. We appreciate you coming out. If you could please remember to silence your cell phones so we don't have any interruptions. If you need to take a call, slip outside to do that, that would be great. We're going to get right into it with the fire. Go ahead, Rich.
I sent you guys a copy of the Stark County Computer Aided Dispatching Contract. That's the cost sharing agreement. And it was a pleasant surprise for us. Originally, they were talking like 30 to 40,000 a year, but they redid the formula by which they come up with their cost sharing. So it was really a good advantage to us. So I make a resolution to accept the 2021 Stark County Computer Aided Dispatching Cost Sharing Agreement with the Stark County Commissioners with an annual user fee of $8,916.03 for the first 2 years of the agreement.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
Second item, I sent you the current and revised proposed EMS transport billing rates. We have not adjusted those rates since 2009. There's been increases with payments that Medicare, Medicaid will allow us to do, but it won't allow us to bill with that rate if we don't have those in there. So we worked with Ohio Billing to come up with the rates, and I'd like a resolution to approve those revised EMS transport billing rates as attached with an effective date of 9/1/2021.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion and second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
Second is, this is two resolutions to finalize the equipment that we talked about the first of the year that we didn't buy last year for the new fire engines. And basically it's made up of smoke ejectors, nozzles, fittings, axes, all the stuff that we need to put in there. So the first one is a resolution to approve the purchase of firefighting equipment as quoted from Atlantic Emergency Solutions Incorporated of Chester, Virginia, in the amount of $22,839.69.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion and second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
Next resolution is approved the purchase of firefighting equipment as quoted from NES/Warren Fire Equipment of Warren, Ohio, in the amount of $24,978.50.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
Next is a resolution to approve Robert Bonner as a firefighter EMT candidate to allow for the scheduling of a firefighter pre-employment physical. He has met all of his background checks and other requirements. He is currently in paramedic school, so when he graduates, he will be able to be a paramedic course as well.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
And then we have three resolutions for individual resignations. These are individuals who've worked for us for a while, but they've moved on. And, first one, Corey Clark, he's actually working at the City of Green, and he's moved. Dale Freetag has had some family issues that he's working through, and he's been in the service probably over 45 years. He was with the department down south first, and then with us. And then Adam Paz is working at Jackson Township Fire Department and moved to down south to Bethlehem. So he's not going to be able to work for us either. So the resolution is one is to accept the resignation of firefighter Corey Clark effective 8/12/21.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion and second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
Next is a resolution to accept the resignation of firefighter Dale Freetag effective 8/12/21.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
And the last is accept the resignation of firefighter Adam Haas effective 8/12/21.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Rich. All right, Gene, you're up.
First, the resolution to approve the August 22nd 2021 road report.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
Second resolution to approve, purchase order of $7,000 Diana Supply Company for the Beach Road project. And that's for low strength concrete to go over the pipe, and then they're gonna pour a little bit of concrete for a head wall.
Okay, and that's gonna start August.
The 23rd,
23rd, coming up.
14 days.
Okay,
Second.
have a motion and a second voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don?
Yes. Hey, while we're on that with the paving, I'd like to, put thanks out to Donna Fuller. She was nice enough to let us use her spare parking, or let the pavers use spare parking to keep the machine over the weekend. And that was nice, so we was able to get it off the road, so thanks, Donna. She's not here, but pass that on.
Thanks. All right, thanks, Jenny. Fiscal Officer Todd?
Okay, first I have approved the Louisville Herald one-year subscription renewal in the amount of $33.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
I said this last year, I'll say it again, approve the alternate 2022 tax budget. It doesn't seem like enough to say for as much work as that was, but I would appreciate your approval on it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don? Yes.
And last, approve the minutes for the July 22nd, 2021 meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
All right, thanks, Todd. Concerns of the citizens. We have a sign-up sheet, and first up would be Sky Ehlers. You have to come up here and kind of speak it, kind of face the crowd, say your name and your address. and
Hi,
then-
Scott Ayler, 6511 Parks Avenue. I have no concerns. I just want to formally recognize Bill Ahlers, who was a longtime Nimishillen Township resident, trustee, and president of trustees. He died 4 years ago today. That's all I have.
Thanks.
He was a great guy, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, he will be missed by many, and he still is. So, yeah, we appreciate that very much. Thanks, Scott, good to see you. Jim Morris.
Jim Morris, 4514 Eastland Avenue. I have a question for the board. I went to the school board meeting. It's not a secret society, it's just a society with secrets. But at that meeting, it was let known that the township is looking in requiring the citizens to provide an email before they speak at the meeting. Do you know what member has spoken to the school board, is thinking of that idea?
Not me. I don't speak to this people.
Now, we're requiring an email?
You were thinking about it.
Oh, no,
Not me.
no.
Good, it's a bad idea. Double D, tree service,
Yes.
advertising that they do work right at Broadway. This is a residential. They have no business being there. Something needs done about it.
Yep.
It's turned over to the prosecutor, I believe.
No.
The one on Broadway?
To the, commission board last night, we talked about
Okay.
it, and the way it sits, we have to go back over some, amendments in the book. And right now, there's nothing I can do to go down there because there's nothing against chips. And there's something written in there that if you use a vehicle to go to work, you're allowed to park there overnight.
They're
So right now, the
advertising
only thing I
that
have
as
is
their
I got a
business
seat.
location.
The only thing I have is a CUP thing against it, he's gotta get a business there, if he's gonna be doing that, but right now, we're going over the book and we're looking at all this stuff. And right now, I do not have anything I can do.
All right, we'll look into this, Jim.
Yeah, we can look into it.
Yeah, we're in the process of it.
Are the lawyers back there? What do we do?
It's advertised,
take a look at it, yes.
Okay.
it's advertised in the yellow pages that is their business. And that's a residential area. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
I think it's Hugh Thomas?
No,
No? You don't need to speak?
I do not.
Okay. Thanks for coming. This one gets pretty hard to read here. John, maybe? I don't even know what it says.
That's probably be Jeff Magley, I'm under zoning.
Okay, well, hit that. Bring it up to zoning.
Just let them know.
Okay. Sandy Smith,
No,
pass. I just appreciate that. Makes the meeting go fast. Teresa Reed.
I think I've already expressed my opinion.
Thank you, Teresa. All right, moving on to zoning.
George, there is one way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
You come up here to the microphone and just say your name and your address, please.
I'm Judy George, 5874 Noel Street, Northeast, Louisville, Ohio.
Okay?
Okay, I got some,
You had asked for that, and I didn't know you were here, so.
okay, thank you.
Pass that to you guys, take a look at it.
Alrighty, what I wanna talk about here is how much does a garbage truck weigh? Empty. Anyone know?
I'm guessing 24,000 pounds.
Okay, anybody? 42,000 pounds empty.
Okay.
Garbage truck weighs 42,900 full. I have 3 garbage trucks that come on my road every Friday that weighs that much. Now, do you know how wide Noel Street is? Does anyone want to take a guess? 18.5 feet. That's all the wider that street is. You're putting 3 garbage trucks down to that road. They're backing up. It takes them sometimes 4 tries to get the garbage. You put 1.5 inches of blacktop on that road. That's all you put. They come every week. If it wasn't for me making Jamie Mae mad, and I made him mad, and I meant to, he put 2 inches here on my driveway, 3 inches here, and 5 inches over here. They never rolled it. Now, I don't care about that. Because for a simple fact, I have 4-wheel drive, 16-inch tires, I can get in and out. But the problem is, if the garbage trucks could make it to my driveway, and he, up on that road, he put 3 to 5 inches of blacktop. Neighbors are mad because he gave me so much blacktop. But if they can get to my driveway, they don't have to back up. So that only makes them 3 or 4 trips down through there. They have to back up because people have to go to work. Now, I cleaned this township up 17.5 years ago, but I had it made. You've never seen me get here, and you haven't. When something like this comes up, do you guys know how wide Rosedale is? No, you have no idea. Jamie Mae knows. You guys have no idea. 23.5 feet. How wide is Summit? 20.5 feet. Okay, this is your guys' job. This is what you guys are getting paid for. You guys need to get out there on the road, find out how wide these roads are, and what you need to do. Another thing, you need to go cross some ditches. You shouldn't leave it all up to the township trustee, road department. You never even ask that man, I know you don't, what he needs in that township. What does he need to run the road department? And you guys are the only ones running the road department. You're not running the fire department. I cleaned this township up and thought I had it made. I thought this township would be worth something. And I don't even know why Jennifer's running in the township because she don't live here. She lives in Alliance.
No,
Your address is Alliance.
that's okay.
That's
What the
okay,
health
yeah.
department gave me,
Yeah,
it's in township.
yeah. And you guys don't care about the township because if you cared about the township, something will be done. And there's nothing being done. I've been here 52 years. Do I care about my township? Yes, I do. Or I wouldn't have been here this long. Do I care about my neighbors? Yes, I do. Now, you do whatever you want to do. But I guarantee you, if people in this township finds out what's going on here and what is being done with 1.5 inches of blacktop, you guys won't be here any longer. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Most townships, everybody paved with 1.5 inches. 153 on a state route was done with 1.25 inches. I don't know what makes her an expert, but the roads to me are wide enough for a garbage truck to back down. She never requested wider road. Probably wouldn't have happened anyways, but I don't know what her problem is.
All right, thanks for coming in, Judy.
Thank you.
All right, we're on to zoning.
We'd like the board to pass resolution 1, approve the August 22nd, 2021 zoning report.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
And approve the 2021 July monthly audit report.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Approve the purchase of communication equipment as quoted from Always Best Communication of Canton, Ohio, in the amount of, we wrote down $4,044.80, but we looked at that and there's some things that we can do without. So we have that down around $2,700 for that,
So change that from 40448 to
2,700.
27 even?
Yep.
Okay.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
George, you have something in your packet, to accept something from the, commission board.
Okay.
And there's a receipt in there for you to sign for me to get back tonight.
On here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the, for the, Broadway in Columbus
Yep.
rezoning.
Nimishillen Township Zoning Commission forwarding the zoning map amendment to the Nimishillen Township Board of Trustees.
Right.
Do I need to read the form out? I should.
Just sign that, pass this over to you.
Okay.
That's all I need.
We need a motion though, right?
Motion to approve it?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
Yeah, you now have 30 days to make a public meeting.
Okay.
Well, it's 30, then we got 20 after that.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Jeff.
Okay.
And there's some
Well, we
folks.
need to make a resolution for the date.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to pick a
For
date.
the,
2 meetings,
well, it's gotta be 30 days.
and within 2 cycles.
And are some of those folks are here this evening, right? Are they here to talk about that?
No, this is just me passing this over to you right now for your main meeting.
Okay.
This is just, me putting the delivery for, legal start to the commission.
Okay.
And that would be September 9th.
September 9th?
Yep. That
Okay. It has to be within 30 days, right, John?
Right.
Yes, within 30 days.
Okay, so I make a motion to, just have, open forum, public discussion on September the 9th, 2021 for parcel number 33-08416. Company request from R1 to B3.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Voting?
Jennifer?
Yes.
George?
Yes.
Don?
Yes.
And then I think this other one, you
Yeah, we gotta look about,
it says 9 modify the lot 41 ass and rules for Ohio map amendment request from the Fairhope property.
after consideration of what the regional planning came back with and what our zoning commission came back with, I've been involved in this a little bit, going to the county and getting a hold of some other entities to find out about traffic and that type of thing. The county had told me with regard to traffic, and I know that was a concern with some of the people over there, that Nimishillen Township itself, we can do what we like to do over there. If we need to put signs up, if indeed this would be a drive-through, which at a B2 does not approve for drive-through. That is not in our approval at this time. B2 is 0 for the drive-through whatsoever. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I know that you guys are wondering about it.
Hi, you guys know who I am, Keith Strobel, 4111 Airport Avenue. Now, when I was last here, okay, I've been to these zoning commission meetings, all right? And when I was last here, it was decided upon, and they boasted about their track record of following the recommendation, okay, of the regional planning commission, okay? Now, since then, I missed the last meeting, so I'm missing something here in the back seat. Where are we at with this? The last time we met here, it was determined by that commission that it would be a negative impact on the adjacent homeowners. And it's at a B3 zoning level, And it would also be detrimental to the 7th Ward and that community as a whole. Can you tell me where we're at on that?
This B3, from
No,
regional
wait a minute.
planning, it was a suggested recommendation.
The
was
recommendation by the Regional Planning Commission and along with the Zoning Commission of Nimishillen Township boasting about the record, you know, about how they, 90% of the time they go along with that decision made by that commission. And last time we had this meeting here, it was, that report come out by them, it was read to us how it would have a negative impact on the adjacent homeowners where the planning was to be done, the B3 would. And it also had a detrimental effect to the community as a whole. And it was their recommendation to reduce the B2. Is that where we're at on this?
Yeah, yes,
Right. Okay,
yes.
so I'm back here and I'm not hearing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's
No,
exactly what I
Okay,
said.
thank you, that's all I
No,
wanted to
it's
know. I didn't know
B2.
you had to come up here to ask that.
Yeah,
I
they
just
sent
said it back there.
it, they sent it back to us as B2.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry about that.
Thanks for clarifying, I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's B2 for, is one, which is a lot better than B3. The size came up about, the county half the size of what the request was. That, for the building that they want to put on there, and the angle of 153, State Route 153, it don't fit in what regional planning came up with the lot size. It doesn't change the B2 at all. B2's B2. What we can do, and we're gonna, that's why we're here tonight to talk about this, we can take that recommendation from our zoning board and also from the regional planning to make it the B2 with that lot size. Or we could say, okay, we like the B2, but we're gonna go back to the original lot size that they requested as a B3, but as a B2. Or we can say, we're just gonna keep it R1. That's our option to do. But with looking into what, if you were here for all of those meetings, with what the county, with their 2040 plan, what they had, anything that came down through there, they would like to keep neighborhood friendly, as in with the B2s, business 2. They keep the, the impact down. What I would like to suggest in a resolution is to go with their recommendation of the zoning board, not the zoning board, the zoning commission, and the Stark County Regional Planning. Go with their recommendation as B2, but to go back to the same lot size that was requested at the beginning from the owners.
Is that, what size is that? Is that 3.78 or 3.98? You know?
I don't remember the acreage, it was 437.
It's a little over 400.
In depth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we need the acreage to be able to.
To make it work, yeah, yeah.
I need
You're
that
all right.
The acres?
tonight.
Remember the acreage?
Hang on.
Springs way too little for me.
How many acres?
So with the B3 size,
Oh,
where
right
you
here.
guys put the entrance and
Oh, it's
exit?
3.8.
It'd be.
No. I have it. Okay. Okay, 3.8.
Yep, it's 3.8.
Okay, if you come up, please.
Please.
Thank you.
So the total lot size is 4.35, correct?
No, 3.8.
3.8 is the total.
Well,
And if,
of the change.
okay.
Because the whole acreage is like 7. That makes
It's
sense.
6.2 altogether, 3.8 is gonna be rezoned B2,
Which would cut it.
Which would put the, which would put the entrance right at the corner, correct?
Well, there's, I know your question was with the B3,
With the B3 size.
but it's no
your
B3 now,
entrance-
it's B2.
B2
Yeah.
is what you're zoning it at a B3 size. Or what's your?
No,
zoning?
no, the size,
Okay, so it would still remain the B2 size?
Yes, oh yeah, anything
Okay.
under B2 zoning would
This
have
isn't
to
what I
stay.
do for a living, so I want
No,
to
I think you're
understand.
confused. We
Yeah,
are
that
giving
one's-
them the extension. The recommendation from regional planning was B2 2.13. Then the zoning commission board adopted that, or passed that, and now it's to us. We're saying we're not doing B3, but we are going to give them their original ask on the 3.8
Mind if I ask
acres.
why?
Because it's too restrictive. You're letting them use 1/3 of their land for what they need.
One of the things that the regional board pointed out to all of us in that letter
Right.
was with the B3, the size of the buildings, and one of my
We're
major.
not doing B3.
I understand that.
Right.
So my question is,
Okay.
you're giving them more room on the B2 status. In other words, you're letting them come up pretty close to the original footage.
Well, if you look at the zoning map,
Okay.
and you look at Fairhope School was 56,110 square feet.
Right.
They're asking for 5,000. That's less than 10% of the original footprint of the school. And it's almost identically in the same spot, like where.
But understand where we're coming from, the school operated on totally different hours than a business of restaurants and everything like that. So this affects every neighbor that walks this
And if you look
neighborhood.
at this goes to the legal issue of it. This is back all the way down to 2 lane, and then this goes to start. This whole area is
Still in
B3.
effect.
It's B3, not B2. He wants B2 here. So the zoning in the area is proportionate to the zoning change.
Correct, see what I'm saying? And that being on the other side of 153, that is completely lining the railroad tracks, is my point.
Right, but it
Not in the
faces
center of a
153,
residence.
but it faces 153.
I understand.
I know, but
But
it's
if
a
you're
business
putting the
court.
entrance on Addison and Gephardt,
I don't know that they will.
that's, well, they already stated that
Well,
they
but
weren't
if you
able to
look-
do so on 153,
Right.
correct?
Yeah, but if you look at this right here, this is the Fairhope School.
Correct.
Their building's going almost exactly on the far west side of where the school was.
Correct.
I don't think that they would put the entrance in on Addison. I largely don't think they will, because then they'll have to drive across the whole front to get to it. I think the entrance and exit will actually come down.
Either
That's
way,
my
it'll
guess.
still be in a residence. Well, on a residential street.
Well, 153 is not a residential.
No, but Gephardt is.
I understand that, but that's where the school originally was. The entrance, there was a parking lot, so.
Correct. And school's over at 3 o'clock.
I get it.
So that is the
I
concern.
know. I'm just trying to
Thank you.
So you wanna put
explain
that in
why I
motion?
made,
Yeah, let's,
yeah.
you got it written down, let's put that in motion.
Well, it's B2.
Hang on, I have to read it appropriately.
Yes.
So, okay. I motion to approve a resolution zoning amendment, RC 519.12. Now therefore it is hereby resolved by the board that the procedural requirements of the Ohio Revised Code section 519.12 have been satisfied in the process of considering the request, the zoning amendment. The zoning amendment is adopted, and the recommendations of the Nimishillen Township Zoning Commission are modified as follows. B2 with the allowance of 3.8 acres, so the land is rezoned, that portion. So I need a second.
Second.
Have a motion to second voting.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll abstain from that vote. Okay. We're gonna skip down to, the credit card resolution. Jen, you have that? Or we want that? We're gonna skip
But
down.
we were gonna do that after.
Well, we just thought we'd do it.
Okay,
before we go
yeah, I
into-
just need a, resolution to adopt the Nimishillen Township Board of Trustees credit card policy for the use of township credit cards as written, including the authorized user list attached.
So moved.
I have a motion, you give me a second? Yeah, motion is second, voting?
Yes.
George? Yes. Yes. Okay. I make a motion to enter into executive session from this regular meeting as authorized under Ohio Revised Code 121.22 G1, personnel matters to consider employment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee at 7:31 PM.
Second.
I have a motion to second voting?
Yes.
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 Okay.
We have.
Good night. 7:30. Thank you. I'd like to